Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Yeah. Jones. Hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help.
All right, Las Vegas. Good afternoon. I'm Greg Deville. I want to welcome you to the Greg Deville Let's Talk Real Estate Wealth Builder. Look, every Wednesday at high noon, I'm here at hot702.5fm.com. This is what we do. We talk wealth building strategies and ideas. Many of you have homes. I am live on location at one of my properties that I'm going to be doing some home repairs. As many of you know, I buy and flip properties here in Las Vegas Valley. Been doing it for over 40 years. And so I have a problem at one of the units that Mr. Ashworth owns. And so he's in town and we're going to take care of some issues. They had a flood. So there's some mold that we have to remediate. And as you know, Greg Deville can get her done. That's right. We can get it done. So 702-349-0162, Greg Deville, doing some home improvements. We do home improvements, so some of you may have some issues with some real estate. I take on minor projects, nothing large, just a few days project, get it done, get it repaired. All right. But this afternoon, I have a guest who has her own business as well. As many of you know, August is Business Awareness Month. So we want to bring spotlight shine to Black-owned businesses right here in the Las Vegas Valley. So at this time, I want to bring on Miss Jaya. Let's bring her on. Good afternoon, young lady. How are you today?
I'm doing good. What about yourself?
I feel great. I'm so honored that you joined me this morning on the show. Let's get the name of the business that you just started and exactly what it entails to our audience today.
Okay. The name of my business is called Beyond the Barrier Salon Suites, and we specialize in creating a room, a space for beauty professionals to do hair, nails, skin, makeup, locks, anything in the beauty industry. We create that private space for you to be able to come in and have your own business.
So it's like real estate. Okay. Right. You're independent. You're an independent contractor. Correct. Okay. Yeah. So you have suites available for rent, space available for rent for independent estheticians, beauticians, whatever they're in that field. You have space available. What do you offer in that space?
Just any kind of services, beauty services. So anything in the nail services, pedicures, nails, manicures, esthetician, facials, waxing. As far as the hairstyles, we do braiding. We have lock services, flat irons, uh, everything that is in the beauty industry or beauty, category. We actually have licensed technicians that are already doing that.
Right, right. So now you're saying that the private space that someone may want to rent. What do you have in that private space? Is there a sink? What exactly is in that private space? If I were to rent a space from you, what can I expect out of that private salon space?
Oh, got you. Okay. So in the private space that you rent out, it just
Yeah.
comes with either whatever your profession is. If you are
Okay.
an esthetician, there will be a sink in there. If
Uh,
you are if you want a pedicure bowl or if you want a shampoo bowl, any of those things would come with it. As far as the design and the decor and cabinetry and stuff like that, I allow you to be as creative as you want to be, because
okay.
we are creative beings already in this space. So
Right.
now you can go in and create. If you want to I have one young lady that has a curtain up with lights in the back. Some people paint, some people have wallpaper. So you just be creative on how you want your space to look and feel when people are coming to get serviced.
Okay. Now, are there different size spaces that are able to be rented, or they're all basically the same size?
No, they're all different sizes. In my first location on Cary and Revere, we have 135 square feet, and then we have 165 square feet. So those are and then we have one that's like 70 square feet. So we have three different sizes over there. And then the new location on Craig and Rancho, we have different sizes, and they vary from 70 square feet on up to about 115 square feet.
Oh, oh, okay, okay. Now, is there a reception out front that kind of manages the walk-ins or services that someone may be needing? Is there a reception that they can expect will be in front? Because I'm in the back working, I'm doing locks. Is there someone out front, or is there a buzzer that we all can see the camera? Explain to me. I haven't had an opportunity to go to your location, and so just want to give a great picture to those who may be listening and want to opt into that business style.
Absolutely. That is a great question. When I first started, I did have a receptionist. However, I found that these ladies are independent. They're making their
Mhm.
own schedule. They're working their own hours. So
Yeah.
the receptionist was bored. She didn't have anything to
Okay.
do,
Right.
and they all run their business. They run their business off of their own phone. So she didn't have a phone to
Right.
answer anything. So to
Oh.
to bring that to the next level where we have
Uh-huh.
that protection and that greeting that people need, we do have a
Okay.
virtual receptionist. So the
Okay.
virtual receptionist, when you call into our number, it's one of those things where it says press 1 for hair, press 2 for nails, and then it'll
Okay.
say your name. Yeah, like press 1 for Jaya, press 2 for Tamika, and then it goes directly to her phone. And then that
Okay.
way that someone can get in touch with her and book their own appointment. Now, as far as the access to the building, you're right. Everyone is in a private room. So I had to,
Mhm.
again, think of a way for safety, think of a way for greeting. And so we do have a special key fob, which
Okay.
is in
Gotcha.
everyone's room. Yeah, it's in everyone's room. So they communicate with their client. The door is locked and secured.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
as their client is saying, I'm at the door, and they ring the ring button, then
Okay.
they can actually have the remote, and the remote unlocks the door, and they come in and it automatically locks after they leave. And so that way
Gotcha.
they don't even have to get up, stop working, like they can keep on going and have that, accessible for them for it can be convenient for them.
And so we want to congratulate you, Jaya. We understand you recently tied the knot. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. There you go. There you go. It's married now. Right, right. And also opening up your
Right,
second
right.
your
Thank
second
you.
salon. Wonderful. That's great news that you got two salons and you're doing now. Are you still actively doing nails and what you do, your profession?
Well, my profession is I'm a licensed manicurist. I've been a
Okay.
manicurist for the past 32 years.
Oh, come on, Gia. You girl, you had to be
Can you hear me?
5 when you started. 32 years, really? Am I losing the connection there? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yes.
you had some
I've been
numbers,
a
girl.
licensed
You just
manicurist for
40.
32 years, and I'm a
Okay,
licensed.
okay.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So you've been licensed, you've been doing 32 years. You've been actually doing the business.
Yes, I've been a licensed manicurist for 32 years, and I've been a
Mhm.
salon owner for 5 years.
Okay. And now you've opened up your second salon, and at the end of the day, so you've doubled the business. Our talk today was basically about trying to bring more awareness to what you're doing to those who maybe want to start, as you mentioned, a private room setting. What are some of the prices that we can kind of consider someone may need to know if they could even afford? Some are just starting out. And the second question would be, are you getting your business from the schools that are they're just getting licensed? So are you going up to the schools? How are you able to get some of your business for your new doors that are opened?
Well, I've been known in the community for doing nails for a long time.
Okay.
Like I said, for the last 22 years, I've had a large clientele. I worked in a lot of the major salons here in Las Vegas. I've been a part of three main big churches here in Vegas.
Okay.
And I'm just
Okay.
affiliated with a lot of outreach things where it comes to official Black Las Vegas. And, so I just network a lot. I
Yeah.
am not a stranger to anyone, and so I do a lot of talking, I do a lot of networking, and I've also I've been a part of three major beauty schools out here. I was
Okay.
an instructor at all three of them, and so
Oh,
yes, it comes from just knowing people, a
yeah.
lot of the students that I've had over the past 3 years, and just word of mouth, really, and just being a part and involved in the community.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, why don't you give them your contact information so that someone's interested in, getting their own private space. They have some business. They just would like a private space. What's the contact information you have that you would like to share?
Okay, well, the first thing, you can reach me mainly on Instagram, and the
Okay.
Instagram is BTB. So it was like boy tomboy underscore salon suites. That would be, and then you can message, you can follow our page, but you definitely can message and I'll get right back with you. Or you can call, and the number to call would be 702
Mm-hmm.
981 9296. And
Okay.
that's how
Good
you'll
stuff.
be able to get a hold of me. And
So when I talk about space costs, somebody wants to know what does that look like for an average space? They're doing nails. They want to know what is that going to run to get a private space versus an open booth like some of the salons. You just have a booth, right? So what would be different in the space
right.
rent for private? What's that like?
It varies. A lot of things are taken into consideration when you're renting out a salon suite. One thing that people look for would be like to have the ceiling covered because they want to have that privacy. They don't want the ceiling just open because then you'll be able to hear your neighbor. They also would like water access so that they can put a shampoo bowl or sink in their room versus going outside of the room. I offer all of that in both of my suites. Being a technician myself, I know how those things are important. So it varies. With that being said, it ranges from about $200 a week to, it can go from anywhere to $500 a week, depending on what your suite looks like. I try to stay in the lower range only because I am a technician and I want people to really, I want us to all win. If I raise the rent really, really high, then that means you have to raise the rent on the technician and then they have to raise the rent on the client. So I try to keep it as fair as possible where everyone feels like that's reasonable when they're shopping around for a salon suite.
Right. Because the privacy is so ultimately important for some. I know they like to be private and they don't want to show their hair all the way down, and so you're able to give a booth with salon sinks. That's good. I'm gonna stop by. I'm curious to see what that even looks like. I've never, of course, I don't have much hair, so I don't need none of that. But I'd be curious to know. So one day I'll make an appointment to come by and just take a look at what that's like. So the contact information, once again, 702-981-9296. That's your direct jail that they can reach you on, because they have questions.
Yes, direct number.
Okay, that's the direct number.
Yes, absolutely.
So anything else? Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with the listeners so that you can maybe bring a little more clarity to them about?
The main thing, Tommy said that was the wrong number. He posted the right number, I guess.
9296. Yeah, 981. Right? Yeah, 9296.
Okay.
Yeah, 702. It is 702. Yeah. 981-9296. He's just posted.
Correct. Okay, thank you. And so really the only thing would be, I create a space where it's different than the rest, and I'm not saying that to brag or boast, just I want people to feel like this is a home that they'll be planted in and that they can grow. I am not a gatekeeper. I really want the technicians, especially those that are just getting out of school and trying to grow their clientele. I'm one that's an open book to help teach you. I also teach classes when it comes to nails and anything in the nail industry. I teach classes. I have a partnership with some other people, and we teach a business class as well, so that we can help you to grow your business. Even if someone was renting from me and they decided, okay, now I want my own salon suites, I make the ladies feel comfortable enough to come to me to figure out, what does that look like? What would be the blueprint? How do I get started? I wish that I had a Jaya to be able to help me but I really didn't. I just kind of winged it. And now that I've been through it, I want other ladies to be able to grow. I've had one young lady that no one would give her a shot. Long story short, she came into, I had a commission salon before as well. This is actually my third salon. It's just my second salon suite. So my first one was commission. And we helped her grow with having clientele. Then she started renting from she got her own salon suite, became her own boss after doing commission. And now she has her own salon. She came to the grand opening. We're still friends. I want to see people grow and become a boss. And that's really our motto, is the reason why our name is Beyond the Barrier is because we want you to go beyond the barrier, whether that be fear, whether that be your mental capacity to understand and see how would this happen. We want there to be no barriers. And if there is, go beyond it and become successful.
And I certainly can appreciate you wanting to, because one slogan I always have, it's enough for everybody. It really is. It's almost 3 million people here in Las Vegas. It's enough for everybody. I do the same in real estate. I train agents. They start their own brokerages, right? And I become their mentor. So much like you become a mentor to others, because you're not threatened by others' success. You want to see them become successful. And it doesn't take anything away from you, right? Because their clientele is their clientele. Am I right about it? As
That's right.
Jeremy would say, am I right about
Jeremy,
it? You
Mr.
know?
Jeremy.
Yeah, he would say, am I right about it?
See the bill.
You know,
Right.
so certainly want to make sure that you're pouring into, and you know, many times that's your God-given gift, you know, to help people start up and give them the courage and the what that looks like, you know, and sometimes walking them through that little scary moment of starting a business. It can be intimidating to many, you know. She said, Diana said the suites are cleaned weekly. So now I keep my space, but they still come in and do a cleaning in personal private spaces.
Absolutely. So that's my best friend, and she actually has her own cleaning company.
Oh yeah.
And so
Yeah.
she cleans the suites at both locations, and so
Okay.
that comes with, you know, because we want the common grounds to be clean and neat
Right.
and nice and welcoming, and the environment to be just, you know, welcoming as well.
Now, I was talking to Diane. Now, is she doing residential as well, or is she just staying with commercial? What we hear you, Diane.
No, both residential and commercial.
Okay, I'm gonna give her my daughter's numbers, because my daughters need that service. They do, and I was
Okay,
briefly speaking
yeah,
with her about that. So I'm glad she chimed in on that. My daughters need it.
absolutely.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they get so busy. Yeah. So we'll come back. We'll circle back on that one.
Okay,
So
great.
Carla says, she's such a you're such a blessing, is what Carla said.
Thank you, Carla.
You're such a blessing. Yes, yes. And I can agree that what you're doing is not only beneficial to you, but to many, to many. And so I wanted to take this opportunity. You were honored at the Multiplication Network a couple weeks ago, where you were a spotlight shine about your business. And so one of your opportunities was to be a guest on the Greg Deville Wealth Building Podcast. And so we appreciate you coming on and speaking with us this morning. I know you're busy, so I'm not going to hold you much longer. I know you're busy. You came in for the interview. So thank you so much for coming on to the show. And give that IG contact once again, will you?
Okay, I sure will. So the IG contact is BTB
Mm-hmm.
_salon suites. That's on Instagram. We are also on Facebook at Beyond the Barrier Salon Suites, and we're on TikTok as well as BTB Salon Suites. And Greg, I just want to thank you so much for inviting me on the show, and also what you do for the community for building homes, because it's that's, you give back to the directive view of what we need to be able to get on the right track. Like, I know you've been in the business a long time, and I'm just excited about what you're doing as well. And just to hear your story, when we sat at the table the other day, I didn't know the whole story. I just know you as the guy that sells all the homes. But to really hear how you got started and the business, it made me want to know more. And I know that you give, I've known that you create a different way, and what is it, like training and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
for people to get started on even buying a home. And I think that that's great that, you know, us two have connected, and just trying to help people in our community to do better and get better. So I just thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So again, we will certainly give out that number one more time, 702-981-9296, that they may reach out to you. Those of you that are thinking about a private access room for your business when it comes to the beauty business that you're doing, Beyond the Barrier. Gia, thank you once again for coming on, and may your day be prosperous and your week be blessed. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you as well. And yours too.
Thank you very much. All right. Good day. All right, Las Vegas. So there it is, Beyond the Barrier. So if you've been considering a salon that you want to have a private booth, right? You want to kind of be able to treat your clients to a different style and not, hair down, and everybody got to look at me while I'm getting what I'm getting done. So again, I'm Greg Deville. I want to thank you for tuning in. We're here every Wednesday at 12 noon. We want to talk about wealth building ideas. So here again, a spotlight shine on the month of August, Business Awareness Month, right here in the Las Vegas Valley for us. And so we've been spotlight shining businesses all month long, and we'll continue to do that beyond August. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Tell others about Deville Realty Group. As you know, we do home improvements. We do repairs. I buy and flip homes. So if you got a project, you need my handy skills. We're taking plumbing, electrical, drywall, flooring, roofing, cabinet repairs, whatever plumbing, you got clogged drain. We do, Greg Deville has been in the handyman business for over 45 years. And so I'm on location right now at one of the properties that I'll be doing some mold remediation on. And so I didn't want to miss the opportunity to speak with you. I had to meet with the owner. I said, well, I'm going to bring the equipment so we could do the live broadcast right here near Red Rock area in the valley. So until I talk to you next time, Las Vegas, have a great week. Enjoy Labor Day. Be safe. Be careful. Enjoy. Have fun with the family. And until I talk to you next time, may God's best be yours. Take care.
Jones. Hey, Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help.